Hi. So I just got out of work and it's been a month since I should have said I think I should have made a video pretty much like the same day that I had this dream. Well, first I want to share two dreams. First I'm going to share two dreams. The first one was like around like I think a year ago or maybe a little bit more than that. I had a dream about drones. Um yeah, so kind of I was like I was like in a skyscraper, like in an office, um, pretty high up somewhere, like in a skyscraper. Um, so I was like behind a desk, and then I see a drone kind of like fly by the window. It had like a turret on it, like a gun. um, yeah, so I kind of like got up and kind of it started like shooting at me, and I kind of went behind the desk. Uh, Yeah, it was weird. It never got me. I was able to get away from it, and then that's all I can remember from it. Um, yeah, and then kind of like a day or two later, I had like an email that kind of like like with that drone kind of like showing up on it that showed up like almost the same looking drone that was like in the email. Uh, yeah, and I it was kind of crazy. I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign of something, but I didn't think too much of it, or I didn't know what to do about it. And then sure enough, I started hearing not long after, kind of I started hearing about drones being used in like in Iran and or yeah, like kind of in Israel, and yeah, just kind of like drones that were attacking people and things like that, kind of, or like drones to kind of how would you say it, like to monetize, like monitor and things like that. So yeah, so kind of yeah, and it's still going on. There's still like a lot of drones. Like some drones are kind of innocent, but most, yeah, from what we've been hearing is kind of, yeah, just drones just kind of showing up more and more. Some of them I think are evil, and from other stories that I've heard, or kind of like dreams that people have had that I've seen is yeah, like that it's like that aliens, fallen angels, um yeah, like that they're going to be using drones for something. Hey, there's a cat. Nice. uh yeah, so that's yeah. um probably should have said something, but I didn't know what to think of it, to be honest. So now I want to share my dream about the rapture. Yeah, this happened like a month ago. So December 31st, 2024. Yeah. So at 3 a.m. in the morning, I wake up. Um, I waited for like about a minute or two, kind of, because like when I looked at the clock, it was like 3:02. So if I woke up at like, yes, I think pretty sure I woke up at like 3. Um, and then when I looked at the clock, it was like 2. So I decided to kind of like sit up, and then I kind of, yeah, I asked Jesus, is there anything that you want to tell me or show me? I waited for like about a minute or two, and then I kind of like laid back down and fell asleep. And sure enough, I started having the dream. I even wrote it down like after I woke up. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, so 12/31, 2024. So, yeah, so I kind of like so when I fell asleep, yeah, I started to dream like that I was kind of like with family and like random people at at a house. Uh we were just all kind of like even some of my family's friends were there too. Um we were all just kind of just having a good time, I guess. We're just like we weren't using drugs or anything like that, but we were just um like I don't think people were drinking, but we were just kind of having like a good time where we're like watching TV, and there was like all the random people too, so it almost looked like a like I don't know, I guess like a house, and then which kind of like slowly turned into like a resort or something like that. Um yeah, so I kind of, let's see. yeah, we were just kind of like in a room or something like that, like party, and then it was kind of like time to go to yeah, which kind of turned into like a house. It's weird. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to dreams that or like the where like the place just like starts. It'll start off like one thing and then it starts to change into other things. um, but yeah, it was kind of like time to go to bed. Like my sister and I were having like a room. There was a cousin who was using like the bathroom, and then when he came out, he went to his room or something like that. And yeah, and then we just kind of went to bed and fell asleep. This is happening in the dream. And then sure enough, in the dream, when I went to bed in the dream, and then I dreamt that the rapture happened, or like yeah, like that Jesus was coming down, like descending from the clouds, and it just looked so beautiful, colorful, like the clouds in the sky, like the background behind him. He was just kind of like coming down. He was coming down with like his arms kind of like doing this, I guess, kind of like ah. um yeah, and then it was just like a very beautiful sight, and then like kind of like like a horn started like sounding, and then everybody was just like, oh Jesus, Jesus, with like our hands up. Like I was excited. I was doing that too, like Jesus, Jesus. And then and then I felt like my soul kind of like leaving my body, like it was like being like lifted up, and then out of nowhere I came back down. Yeah, and then I like woke up, and then kind of, so I'm still in the dream. And then like wake up, I go outside of the room, and now it looks like a hotel, like, or a resort. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Um, and then I see like my sister sitting on like a couch or sofa. Yeah, like a small sofa slash chair or something like that. Uh, and then I asked her, "Did you also have the dream by any chance?" Kind of, and did and or did you have a dream by any chance? And she was like, no, but I just heard that the from someone like that the rapture just happened. So in there I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, the rapture just happened. and then and then I was kind of curious. I wanted to go like outside of like the building, like into like the balcony, and the streets were just flooded with water. It was just covered in water, um, almost to the height of the balcony where I was like standing up. And my dad comes out too. I see like a whole bunch of boats, just a lot of boats, just kind of like they all look the same. They look like a Viking boat, I guess you could say. Like that's probably the best way that I can describe that. It looked like a Viking boat, but there was a lot of them just floating like yeah, just going down the stream, down the river, whatever it was. Um, yeah, so I kind of like went back in, um, and then it just kind of changed into like a scenario where people just out of nowhere just started like each individual just had um yeah, like just kind of had like cooking devices, kind of like each person got like their own cooking thing. Some people got food. I had like some plastic sticks, kind of like they were all colorful, like each one was like colored. I don't know what that was, and it had like some codes or something like on the side of it. I don't know what it was. And then yeah, kind of like we were like eating, people were eating, and then I went to like my there was like I think five of us. I don't remember who it was exactly. It could have been, yeah, I think it was like a few of them were like my parents and sisters. Oh man, I don't remember. But yeah, we were kind of like one of them had like four boxes of pizza, I think it was. We were eating a few of them, and then I told them, all right, we should save some for later, and the next day, and the next day. And when I said that, I think they understood what I was trying to tell them. So like yeah, like they were gonna be struggling for food. Um, and then like kind of like some guy was kind of like pointing at me, like letting people know like, that I had like the sticks or something. And then a group of guys like noticed, kind of like were looking at me. They started walking towards me. I left the majority of them and kept a few because I didn't want any trouble. So I left. I think this happened before the food. So yeah, sorry about that. um, yeah, but then after that, I went to like a store, and there's a guy that I know, but I don't talk to him. Um, yeah, and then he started telling me about like how he was doing pretty good, and yeah, and then he started to get into like why he was kind of like why he got left behind. um but it didn't get, but before he could say that, I kind of wake up from the actual dream, So, and then when I wake up and I actually like look at the time, it's like 4:44 a.m. So yeah, that's all I can really remember. I mean, I wrote it down, but yeah, that's the best I can describe it. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. So that people that don't believe, and I'm not the only one that's already had rapture dreams. There's already plenty of people that are trying to share it. But this is just my personal rapture dream that I had in December 31st of 2024. So like the last day of the year before 2025. So yeah, I just hope this reaches some people, and I hope that this whoever doesn't believe and they see this, especially people close to me or people who know me, if they don't understand like what the rapture is, or if they don't believe in that stuff, then hey, you got me right here. I'm proof. So yes, yeah, I just wanted to share this. God bless in Jesus' name, Amen.